Hello?
Hey guys, welcome to Aragma. Basically what I'm going to be showing you in this video is everything from the different game modes to I'm going to be showing you all the shops at home, where the general store is that will buy anything, the best place to start out training. I'm going to show you bosses, some certain commands, mini games, and then our top 3 zones for the best armor you can really get. So, alright, let's get started. Normal, just basic, like if you're to start out RuneScape. Nothing really tied to it. Iron Man, pretty much exactly the same as before. You can just about do anything except you can't share drops, you can't trade. You can use the Iron Man store located right here. Ultimate Iron Man, on the other hand, though, that's kind of tricky. You can't bank, you can't trade, you can't share drops. You pretty much run off of what's in your inventory. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to start out with normal. You'll get welcome to the server. You can go to forums, check out the wiki. Pick your player. For just to get this video going, I'm not really going to do it. Usually you start out with 1 mil, but I've made kind of a couple of accounts. You also start with a donator box. Gives you a random donation item, but since I've made so many accounts, it's not going to let me get it again. So first off, let's start with just kind of showing you around the home. I'll put this stuff on and just bank the rest. Oh, you do have to set an email before you can do anything. Don't do what I'm doing. Just set a real email in case you ever need to recover your account. I'm just going to set a little fake email. That way I can walk around. But for starters, basic shops are over here. You got your range store for your equipment, ammunition. You got your melee armor store, weapons, jewelry that pretty much works for just about anything you'd need, including like you have your range, magic, all of your amulets and stuff will be in here, even though it's part of the melee store. And then you got your mage, you can get equipment, and then you got your runes. And then we actually have another section that's just teleport tabs. And not just can you get, your basic city teleports. You've got teleports that take you to your altars. That way you don't have to use a talisman to do all that. We've got multiple donator stores. Which really the donator stores do actually show quite a lot. And really, stuff doesn't really cost a whole lot of points. Like only 10 points, 20. Most chaotics are 10. God swords, even though our Madal God sword's only 10. Next pieces, they're 15 a piece. We got different amulets. Bando's set, including the helmet. Here, let's go on to the next shop. We got rares like Serpentine Helm, only 10 points, Blowpipe, Tentacle, Christmas Cracker, which can actually give you a random party hat. But other than that, we have the normal party hats. H-Wings, Santas, including Black Santa, Spirit Shields, Imbued Rings, the rare rings that do more than the imbued ones do. Ring of Wealth, different custom whips, Glaven, Steadfast, and Ragefire, and then third age sets. The third donation store, it's kind of more like some cosmetics, but you can get Zulrah scale box, you can get your different auras, more chaotic weapons, Flame Burst Defender, Molten Gold, Coffin of the Damned, Potion of Flight, Charming Imp. Charming Imp will pick up all charms as you kill NPCs. On this side of home, we have the consumables, which all your food potions, you can buy them by the inventory, or you can buy them by stacks and put them in your bank. The Iron Man shop, if you pick Iron Man, kind of comes with the basics. You can get your cannon, your different Coloromancer gloves, basically some 1 defense stuff, and like crafting supplies, stuff to help get you started. The second shop, pretty much runes, some magic armor, twisted arrows. The fairy shopkeeper, we do have Stardust. You have to go and mine the fallen star. Kind of gives you some cosmetics, some stuff that'll help in other skilling aspects. And then over here, you can buy your skill capes just like any other server. We have the account settings manager. You can set your bank pin, change your game mode, change your password. We have peer supplies, which pretty much if you want to do PvP, this is just basic stuff so that you can just start PKing right off the bat. Jacks, Coloromancer gloves, grappling hook to get you an armadil. Just basic stuff. Got PvP stores, Ghost Town. Jason will sell you different capes like Veteran Cape, Max Cape, 200 mil cape, Completionist Cape, everything. 200 mil cape, you have to have 200 mil in all stats. Over here, if you do have a pet, you can buy a token so that if you die, your pet will come back to you. Really, 10 mil, that's not a whole lot to pay to get your pet back, considering how rare pets are. Just about any of our main bosses will drop these pets. And then over here, we have our general store, buys anything. Just kind of have him off by himself. Okay, I've shown all the shops. Now it's time to see the best place to train, which would just be train. As you get here, someone has a cannon set up, but minor warriors, you can do show drops. It'll bring up the drop table. They drop Drygore, Furies, legendary mystery boxes, regular mystery boxes, different stacks of different amounts. Just kind of drops bones, kind of a good place to get started. After, you kind of get some gear from here and stuff, you can click on the world map and it'll bring up teleports. You can either do normal monsters just to get some stuff, bosses, which most people do bosses. Now, if there are certain things that you're wanting to get, you can type in drops and it'll open up drop interface. And let's say that we wanted to know what the general grade ore drops. And all you gotta do is click on it and it'll show you anything. Most of our bosses do drop pets. The trio tokens, I'll explain that in a minute. But if really you don't know what boss would drop the item, you can actually type in search, and let's say if someone did know that Zulrah drops the toxic blowpipe, you could actually just type it in and it'll bring up showing what it is. So we have some mini games. Not a lot of people do them yet, but borrows, a lot of people do, because it's like real borrows. You actually have to dig each tunnel, and then one of the tunnels will randomly take you to the box. Pest control, Warriors Guild, fight caves, fight pits, all of it's the same as what normal RS would be. Graveyard, you can kill some zombies. But pretty much the main focus, after you get fully geared up and set up, you would want to do trio would drop next without having to actually do next. You cannot go to trio unless you have trio tokens, which is what those tokens were. You can get them from main bosses and stuff. That really, trio drops all next gears. There's a different NPC for each next piece. So now, if you don't want to do that, there's two main armor sets in the game. One's called Numb. Numb is melee. Really, that the two-hander is the best weapon in the game. You can one-hit with the special on it. Now, they do have kind of a shifty drop rate. The prices over here do not mean anything, but really, they do have an interesting drop rate to them. You can get decent money from here as well, and boxes. Now, the other best set in the game would be Wrathful. Wrathful, pretty much kind of like Numb, except maybe a little bit more advanced. And it's for range. It is the best range set in the game. Pretty much the same drop tables as what Numb would be, which really, kind of rare, but it's kind of worth doing just because how rare it is. It's something that not everyone has. Really, not many people even have Wrathful to begin with. Only a couple people have Numb. But pretty much, I hope this video kind of helped give everyone a rundown of what you can do to start out on Aragma. There are tons more content that you can go through, but pretty much this is just the easiest way to start, get some good gear going, and get your game started. Alright, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As well as if you have not made your referral, type referral Deathwish. You'll get a free brackish blade if the person is online. If Deathwish is not online, I would recommend using Dean or Danny. Both of them are online quite a bit. But you'll get a brackish blade to kind of help you get started. Alright, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.